Unpopular opinion. I think I have my own lineup for how the DCU should go, and considering Supergirl just flopped hard, yeah, this might be a better option. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So, for starters, we already know that the DCU has pretty much already been casted and doing this thing, right? We already got Man of Steel, aka Clark Kent, aka Superman, in the Superman movie was fairly well, and it was pretty much well received. So we got that in lock, down and on lock. We got Brainiac coming to the fold, which I think is a great villain, and ties into the overall cosmic side of DC. I think Supergirl's cool. Maxima, we got her coming. We also have Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. We got Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. We got Mr. Terrific. So we do have a cool little roster of heroes already, mixed in with these guys at the bottom, because here at the bottom, we don't even know who these characters might be or won't be. Like Sinqua Walls, I actually think he'll make a great Steel. Steel should be in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Matthew Lillard or not Giancarlo, I'm sorry, Andre Royo, like I think they'll make great secondary characters, maybe a villain or some sort. However, the one character I think that our eventual Justice League lineup does need to fight, and I'm gonna just start off kind of heavy, is a character we have not seen adapted really into live action for real yet, if you know what I mean. AKA Vandal Savage. Now, whoever put this together, fire. But yes, Vandal Savage, I think will be an amazing, an amazing villain for DC. Because for one, he is technically human. In this DCU, we've already established that there's been metahumans running around for hundreds of years at this point. Vandal Savage has been around for at least about 10,000 to 50,000 years of human existence. So there's a lot of history that they could do with him. He's played a lot of parts in meddling around the world, meddling history, fixing things in his way. And I think that would be such a dope aspect to bring to DC. And it'll be different. Marvel's had Thanos, who is, their version of Darkseid. Okay, cool. Now you guys are doing the whole multiverse thing, Doctor Doom, Sorcery Tech, great. We don't have a Vandal Savage. We don't have this human-based character that's really just with the shit, has lived through everything and can regenerate at the level he can. That would be something to definitely deal with. And because he has been around for so long, we could tie him into so many different aspects of the DC universe, just like they did in the cartoon Young Justice, where he ended up seeking out help from the Reach. Now, if y'all didn't watch Young Justice, you guys may not know who this character is or keep up with a lot of DC comics, but the Reach is an alien race. They're a race of conquerors and invaders. And they also, at least in Young Justice, I'm not too sure about the comics, but I think it's all in the same. They're also the same race of people where Blue Beetle Scarab comes from. So automatically there's a connection just between the characters. This is a race of aliens that's been around for at least like 40,000 years. And they've also had a lot of fights against the Lantern Corps. This August, we get to see the actual Lantern Corps go up against some multi-universal dimensional threat. So to me, the Reach is a perfect group of antagonists to bring in as like secondary villains. I think Vandal Savage should be the one pulling all the strings and trying to get some of these other guys to align with him. We got Rick Flag Sr., who's going down his darker ways right now. We also have Amanda Waller still out there in the ethos. We don't know what she's doing, but she will be great to bring along from the human side. We got Brainiac coming into Man of Tomorrow, which will be great for like the alien cosmic side. We have the Reach, who also dealt with, these the Lanterns and everybody else. We know that super or metahumans have been around for hundreds of years, maybe even thousands. So I think right now everything that they have lined up will work perfectly well if they decided to kind of make Vandal Savage the overall bad. And with that, I think we could get some really good stories. We could get the Reach versus the Justice League in the first movie before they actually have to fight Vandal Savage. Maybe Vandal Savage, as we're getting the Justice League and establishing this world, is putting together his own version of his Justice League. You know what I mean? Because that was ultimately the plot of, was that Justice League Doom, the animated film? If y'all know, like DC's always killed to the animation. But that film alone, where he put together his own little crime syndicate, if you want to call it that. So there's so many things you could do with Vandal Savage, and I think he's definitely neat. Another thing I would love to see, especially if they do play with anything with Apocalypse or Darkseid, this side of the DCU, which they probably are, because we got the Mr. Miracle and Barda show coming. It's an animated TV show. And with that, I think that, hey, let's get something on the Furies. Now, I don't think the Furies need to be its own series or anything like that. However, if we're gonna get Vandal Savage making his way around the world or the galaxy to recruit and to fix things in his own set way, I think it would be cool for him to have done a deal with Darkseid. Not so much let him betray Darkseid, let them become ops or whatever. We don't really need that or care about that, because Darkseid, we still want to use him later on down the line, him and Decide and everybody else. But this could be a good way for him to just use the Furies. And thankfully, we've also changed some of the Furies. You know what I mean? Barda is probably already a hero. She's with Mr. Miracle, so or Red Tornado, whatever the thing's supposed to be called. I forgot the name of the show already. But yeah, I think that the female Furies need to be inside the DCU. Like, we have badass female characters. Let's start using them. Another project I really want to see, I don't know who they got in line to play Wonder Woman, but I really want a Wonder Woman and Nubia project. I want them to be like a mainly Wonder Woman focused series, of course, but I would like Nubia to be what they wanted Yelena to be for Black Widow. With the Black Widow movie, everything after, it's like her sister. They kind of cool, they a little estranged, but they both know how to whoop ass. They're like on this equal footing, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to strength. And just like Wonder Woman and Nubia, they are created, they're sisters, one's from a darker clay. But with that, I think that it would be really cool to see that. I think it would be great to have not one, not two, but multiple badass women in the DCU. We really need that. DC has so many great characters, especially powerful women characters that are really good and really well written. So as long as they don't muck that up anymore, especially with Supergirl or with the fellas of Supergirl, I'm hoping that they, course correct. And Wonder Woman will be a great movie to introduce this. However, James Gunn was talking about doing a show called Paradise Lost, dealing with like the backstory of Themyscira. And to be honest, I don't really want to see that. If you're gonna give me any show about Themyscira, anything like that, then I think it should focus on Nubia. Let Nubia be introduced in Wonder Woman and let her get her own show. She could be like the honorary Justice League member, the one that we call when real shit's about to pop off. And to make sure that this world is as full and fleshed out, it would be good to have another character. Like, you have Wonder Woman here, and then you got Wonder Woman B here. And I think that's really how it should go. Because, why not? Last but not least, I'm excited for the Titans project, but even more than just having the Titans come into the DCU, I really want some of these guys to get their own projects, because it's definitely needed. They're already fast-tracking the Deathstroke and Bane movie. That it is what it is. But with that being said, if we're going to get Teen Titans, I would like for there to be maybe a flashback movie, with a younger Dick Grayson, because I would love to see Dick Grayson as Nightwing. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I really want to see Dick Grayson as Nightwing. He deserves it. He deserves to fight Deathstroke. He deserves to have so much more respect put on his name and actually enter and be enjoyed by the masses in the DCU. He is one of the most. As far as the lineup, I don't really care what lineup I actually want to see for that. I think Donna Troy would be cool. Like I said, I need to see Dick Grayson and Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, all of them. But as far as some of the other ones, we could kind of mix and match it up. Also depend on the timeline. If this is a prequel movie, that kind of, because we already know Batman's going to be older. He's already an established Batman, but we don't really know what's happened in his life or the Bat family, because we also know that we got the Batman Brave and the Bold movie coming out soon. So there's so many things coming out, and so many things that I think that they should retool while they still have the chance. And I think if they were to kind of focus on a primary big bad and some of the things he's doing around, I think that would be great. We can have a lot of sub versions, a lot of sub stuff, and keep it full, but also keep it in one direction. We don't know what's going to happen. Only time will tell. But these are kind of like my thoughts on how things should kind of go going forward, especially after the failure of Supergirl. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with any of my ideas? And how do you guys really, truly feel about some of this stuff? Let me know in the comments below. Peace.